Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're back again with a video I haven't done in a really long time, and it is an EA starter home slash house renovation. So this is the starter home. Well, it's not a starter home because it starts at 60,000, but it's a family home. This is a family home that I really wanted to renovate because I looked at it as I'm playing in the world and in my very veggie world. If you don't know, I'm creating a save file. I'm doing different save files, but my very veggie world, if you've been watching my very veggie challenge for quite a while, you know that I've stopped it for a while to do other things. And whilst I'm doing other things, I do want to kind of give the world a revamp. I'm also thinking of adding new houses as well from the gallery, but right now my internet is absolutely shocking. I don't understand why, but it is. I don't understand. But in the meantime, I thought, my internet might be bad right now, but I could do a renovation. So the house that I decided to renovate is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Oasis Springs. Obviously, if you see in the top left, it's called Springscape. Well, I've never played in Oasis Springs ever, so I'm actually thinking of starting current households again, where I create different families. I've been watching a lot of Ocean Sims, and she's been. Let me finish a thought at a time. And her Let's Play of, I think it's called the Flores family, has really inspired me to actually kind of make a family and play with them for quite a while. And then, sorry if you hear that's my mic wire, if you hear that. So, yeah, it's been inspiring me to build and play in the Sims, I was going to say Sims 3, but in Oasis Springs. I just don't like the desert. I'm not a desert person. I always pick Willow Creek. And I'm also thinking as well, I've also added another save file in my game. It's called Windbrook. I forgot who the person is who made it, but it's called, if you just type in Sims 4 save file Windbrook 2.0, that's the version I have. And I'm literally spent all morning. I'm filming this at 2 p.m. Editing this at 2 p.m. And I've spent all morning, because I don't have all the packs, a lot of things have disappeared. So I've had to spend all morning kind of making it my own, whilst keeping the same stuff. I added a laundromat, which you'll see in a few weeks' time. I've added a laundromat, which was an empty room, I believe. So, and I've also added office building, because I really want to play with the freelance career. I've never played in it before, so in Ocean Sims' Let's Plays, she added an office space, and her Sims can go there and do their work, so it looks like an office space. So that's what I really want to do. I've done that. I've just finished it, so I wanted to finish that and then come on to here and edit this video. So as you see, it's very dull. I remember when the EA actually renovated these houses, and I think they forgot this house. If I'm not mistaken, I don't remember what these houses looked like before, but I'm pretty sure they didn't renovate this house. So I really wanted to go for that mid-century look, because, I'm not really somebody who likes mid-century, but I'm not a gangster either. If I end up looking for a house to move into ever, and if it's a really nice mid-century home, maybe I'll go for it, but I'm more into a homey type of house. So I'm not sure if mid-century is very homey for me. But anyway, I think I did a pretty good job. I really, really love what I did with it. If you see on the thumbnail, it's very colourful, which I really wanted to go for. It's very dull, it's very dark in here. I actually kept, if you see on the top left with the bedroom, I actually kept that kind of style for, if you look in the thumbnail, I'm not really giving much away. I changed that into the living room space, and it's really colourful. It's not too bright where it looks kind of childlike, but it's bright enough where it looks fun and it looks exciting, and I'm really glad that I did that. Also, I think looking back on this, I think I did a bit too much in the end. I did a lot of these. What they called slates, these slates from City Living. I got a bit happy with them, let's say, and I added them literally everywhere. I think I maybe added too much, but in the end, it is what it is. I haven't put it up in the gallery yet. I'll put it up in the gallery. Actually, I can't because my internet's so bad. Which is unfortunate. My God, I don't know what's going on. Does anybody else's internet, it's once every year where there's a period of time where my internet's so bad. And unfortunately, it's that period of time in the year where it's really, really bad. It doesn't happen. My internet's pretty good. It doesn't really do this that often at all. Like I said, it's once a year. But I don't understand. So it's going to be a while until I put stuff in the gallery. I can't even save stuff on my gallery, let alone scroll in the gallery. So it'll be a while. If you subscribe, then make sure you put I'll make sure to put a community post when my internet's better, but I can't promise it's going to be in like a week. It's been 2 weeks and my internet doesn't look like it's getting better. Oh, I drift off to the left. But yeah, my idea for this, I think I keep pausing because I was watching a show at the same time whilst I was doing this, so just bear that in mind. If you see pauses, it's not you, it's me. But yeah, what I did with this house, I didn't want to change too much. I just wanted to make it look colourful. So the furniture in the children's bedroom stays exactly the same, especially the one with pink. The parents' room isn't that really kind of garish green colour anymore, so I changed that. The pink room, all the furniture just moves to a different room. With the blue room, I change it to red and black, I believe. And it's really fun. It's really exciting. Exciting is kind of a stretch because it's just a room. But yeah, it's kind of fun to build in different styles. And I think Oasis Springs is kind of allowing me to do that. Also, as time has passed, it's been a very long time since I've actually posted anything interesting in my eyes. But I'm actually thinking of starting a new Let's Play because I've completely finished Fahrenheit, completely finished it. And I was really kind of pushing myself. I think when you make content, if you don't make content, it's not a hard job, but I think it's really hard to kind of stay inspired because you're the one who has to create the content. And it kind of, maybe I overthink things, but like I was starting to freak out because I was like, oh, what can I post? Like, I'm not really interested in much. Like, I'm not really interested in much right now in my channel. It's not very motivating. So I remember saying this to my sister, and she literally said to me, you're the one who creates the content, right? So I was like, oh yeah, that is true. But I think even when it's kind of great when you can post whatever you want, but it's also kind of quite overwhelming when you can just post whatever. So I have a Let's Play in mind, which I'm going to start filming this week. My save file is going to have to be pushed back a little bit because I updated my game because I really wanted to add more packs. I was like, you know what, let me just push through and add more packs, updates so I can add more packs for the save file. It's not too many packs, it's just more gameplay stuff. And all of my Sims are now naked. If you have casts, I don't know why, but it was so annoying when I opened my game. I was like, okay, because I have two separate save files. My very veggie, everyone was naked. I was like, okay, so this most likely means that the Sims in my actual save file, the one that I'm trying to create, so it's my own personal save, like a rotational series, because I really love The Sims. I was very inspired by The Sims 2. I just created my own stuff. They're all naked. And I spent so much time adding, because I have custom traits. I think it's called the More Traits mod, which is very difficult to remember. I think it is called More Traits, and also got the Avoidant Attachment Style mod by Ellie. I think that's her name, Ellie something. Just type in attachment style mod, and that's what I have. And I've given everybody attachment styles, and I get into my game, and everyone's attachment styles, everyone's custom traits have just disappeared. I had to add them again. I've also got timelines installed, which basically, if you know what that is, kind of a simple breakdown. It's a mod where it allows you to it doesn't really affect your sim at all. It just gives you, I guess, more gameplay ideas where you can actually give your sim an age. So if your sim, I was going to say child, sim is a young adult, you can make them, I think it's from like 21 to 32, maybe something like that. And I gave everybody ages, and then they're all gone. So it's going to take a while, especially because I've just added Windbrook to my game. I'm adding a lot of stuff, but getting nowhere. It's kind of like that at the moment. I'm not getting it nowhere. It's going to take a bit of time. It's not going to take forever, but it's going to take a bit of time. I'm going to push that forward. But Windbrook seems like it'll probably be. Actually, no. I'm not sure. It'll depend, but I'll make sure I'll keep you posted. But I'm pretty sure the Let's Play I want to add to my channel will be up. It'll probably be up this Friday if I film it later on today. It'll be pretty fun. As you see here, I'm adding a bit of colour. It was so dark. What I was really inspired by, because I remember I was watching one of Devin Bumpkin's Sims 4 builds, and I think he mentioned how, I think it's his decades build, where it's a series that he did where he built a house from each decade. I think it starts in the 1920s, then he does 40s, 50s, 60s, and then 80s, and then I don't know. Basically, he has the same house and upgrades as time goes on. And he mentioned how they used to have carpet in the 70s or 80s or 60s. Oh god, my mind. So I wanted to add that, and I was really inspired by that. So that's why I added colourful carpet in the houses. Also, I really wanted to have a wood panel This bed is so perfect. This is from City Living. It's absolutely perfect. I really was inspired by the green and the blue in the bed. I'm not. I think I just ended up keeping this as a wood panel, but I really love this bedroom. It's so fun, and there's no CC or anything. It's just City Living and base game. And actually, looking at it, base game has a lot of mid-century stuff, which I was very shocked by. I think I already knew that, but I wasn't. I was kind of shocked when I actually delved into it, and I really love this side table. Even the same with Tiny Living, it has a lot of mid-century stuff. I don't know why the Sims team really loved mid-century at the time, but shoot, it worked in my favor. Also, I think actually I'm not sure if it has CC. Hopefully it does not, because I'm thinking, what did I use for their wardrobe? Because I have this mod. It's not a mod, it's CC, where it allows you to have those wardrobes. I forgot what type of wardrobes are, but it's built-in wardrobes, but it's not really built-in. It's just a flat. It's a flat door, and it just looks like a built-in wardrobe. So hopefully I didn't add that, or else I'm gonna have to amend it. I mean, either way, I can't put this in the gallery right now, so that's kind of sucks. But well, looking back, I think I may have added CC, because I'm looking at the rugs right now. What rug did I use? Oh gosh. Oh, that sucks, because I mean, if people really want me to add it, then let me know. If people really want it, then let me know and I'll take the CC out. I'll be fine. It's not the end of the world. Actually, no, did I add CC? No, I didn't. Oh my god, thank god. Fresh air. I didn't add any. But this blue, green, and yellow combo is so nice. And I added the yellow painting here. And I basically that's the bedroom done. I'm not sure what wardrobe I used. I'm kind of nervous for that. In this build, it actually took me 246, like a little bit over an hour to renovate, because I did it in parts, because I wanted to film. When I was filming this, I was just finishing Fahrenheit. So, and also I think when these type of renovations, it's allowing me to kind of play outside of my comfort zone. I don't know why I keep drifting off. Sorry about that, but it allows me to kind of get out my comfort zone, because I feel like if you watch a lot of my build, you probably can kind of understand what my type of style is. It's very simple. I don't really go for colourful homes. I don't think that even in my save file, I don't think I'll actually, or even current households, I won't call them save files. I'll call them current households in a save file that I created. And I'm not building anything, by the way. All the houses are from the gallery. I didn't build a single thing. Except one lot where one sim is living in it, and one sim is living in that household. And then I got a house from the gallery and I just copied it. So none of the houses are really original. It's just I built it but just flipped it to make it make more sense. Or I got a house from a floor plan from TikTok, wherever it is. Either way, it's not my original idea, because I don't like building in The Sims. Not all the time, but I feel like to make a save file and you build every single house, yeah, that's just not me. But as you see here, like I mentioned, a lot of the girl's stuff is just moved to a different room. She has a smaller room, but honestly, I think it's fine. I don't think her room needs to be that big. If I remember, her room was pretty big, so I don't think it needs to be, because she's the child. And also, there's a big back garden, and I don't think she needs the biggest room, because it seems like they're twins in the other room, so she doesn't need the biggest room, because they'll be sharing that. And we're almost halfway through, and as you see on the floor, the carpet's blue. It doesn't stay like that, by the way. Just a spoiler. I really wanted to keep it. I really, really did, but nothing was really matching, and I really wanted to keep it because it was really, really bright. But like I said, nothing was matching. I can't remember what I picked. I think I still keep it as carpet, and I think it's actually kind of gross that in the 70s, 60s, 80s they had carpet in their bathrooms. That's, again, I think I did add green carpet. Yeah, in that bathroom there. It's kind of gross, but I understand why. It's kind of funky. I would say, honestly, if I lived in that time, would I have carpet in my maybe I would have had carpet, but I don't think it would have been like bright. Like I said, I'm quite a simple person. Actually, I'm not sure. I like things to be homely, especially if it's at home, but as you see here, I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone and add a bit of color. I'm like, oh, what color can I add? I really like this design, actually. It's kind of funky, the two different carpets. I think it's very funky. As you see here, I'm trying to experiment with colour, and I'm trying to figure out what can I do. I really didn't want to go, like, really dull, like, if that makes sense. But as you see, the carpet's just way too bright, so I did tone it down a bit. I thought, well, if I'm going to turn everything down a bit, then I can add colour through the furniture. So there is a way to add colour. It's just that it doesn't have to be in every single part, because blue carpet is pretty hard to get to match. It's pretty hard to match with other things. As you see here, the dining space is quite an odd space. Odd space, I will admit, because it's right in front of the back door. But I didn't really know where else to put it. If the bathroom door wasn't right there, in between the two panels, if that makes sense, over there, then I would have actually put the dining space there. But in the house, I think there's only one bathroom. I think I do add a second one. When did I finish building this? I think I finished building this a little bit under a week ago. It wasn't that long ago, but has been quite a while, and I've been doing other stuff in between, so I can't exactly remember every single little bit. But these sofas from Tiny Living really, really came in clutch. I really like them. Again, it made me come out of my comfort zone. Can't remember if I kept them, but I think I did actually. I don't know why I'll take them if I'm not going to keep them. But and it was also kind of teaching me like how to lay stuff out, because typically, like I said, I'm not really a furnishing person. I don't really furnish stuff in The Sims. I don't really build in The Sims either. I'm trying to. I've actually created like a list of builds I want to do, or video ideas, and one of them is a building video. Well, 3 I think are building videos. So I'm like, okay, well, I need to add more building stuff, because I can't just do gameplay, because not everybody is into that, so to kind of please everybody, I would like to add like stuff like this. This is technically a building video in my eyes anyway. So I want to add more of these type of videos, and if this video gets decent amount of views, then building videos, here I come. You have to please everybody, I think. Because we're all a community here. And if you guys, let me know also if you're still listening to this part. Would you guys prefer if I did speed builds and I'm not talking throughout the entire thing? So I just do an intro. I'm like, hi guys, welcome back to my channel, blah, blah, blah. This video is this, blah, blah, blah. Then I kind of wander off and you just you watch the build and watch it with music in the background. Or would you prefer if I just yapped the entire time? Let me know, because I don't mind doing like maybe switching between both. Maybe I'll switch in between both and you guys can let me know which one you prefer. But I noticed that the views do drop. The watch time does drop if I'm not speaking the entire time, because I feel like it's nice to watch a video and somebody's talking, you can just put it in the background. But I like both. I understand why people will like both, but I don't mind doing either, to be fair. It's just that I think it's hard if I'm talking throughout the entire thing, because I'm like, oh my god, what do I talk about now? But I have something in front of me, so maybe I should talk about the build. But onto the, as you see, I'm just going to say this, but as you see, the area where the kitchen is the dining space makes it very awkward. It's like, what do I do with this? So I decided to scoot the kitchen a little bit to the left, so it has more room. I'm not sure if your Sims can play in it. I haven't play tested it, but I'm pretty sure your Sims can play in it. Again, if it pauses, it's not you, it's me. I was watching a show. Like I said, I filmed this in segments, so this is the second segment. And if your Sims can't play in it and it's just a small family, I don't think your Sims eat at the same time, all of them. Like if you have a family of 6, do all of your Sims eat at the same time? I don't think so. From my experience, even as a couple, if they're couples, they don't really eat at the same time. But yeah, so if maybe some of them can prefer to eat on the sofa. I feel like that makes sense for like teens and stuff. Maybe you can. I feel like for gameplay, because really since I've been watching a lot of Ocean Sims, because of her stuff, she's really is more into the gameplay. Because you can create, it's like Sims 2. If you have an idea in your mind, you have to kind of create that. I know that makes sense, but it didn't really make sense to me how people can have fun in this game. If I'm completely honest, I was getting very bored of this game, and I feel like also the Very Veggie, talking about boredom, the Very Veggie series is not over. It is. Oh, the reason why I paused this, let me say this. The reason why I kind of paused is because I was looking at mid-century kitchens. It's like, there's a green kitchen. I was like, you know what? Let's have a little bit of fun at a green kitchen. So that's what I did. But the very veggie Let's Play is not gone. It's just taking a pause. And I'm actually thinking of bringing them back for a current household. So welcome back, everybody. This is the Sprout family. And this, actually, I guess I don't keep the green. Do I not keep the green? This is pretty awkward. But I liked the green. I guess because, like, let's see. Do I keep the green? Let's find out together. Am I keeping the green? Okay, it looks like I'm not keeping the green. Okay. It makes sense because it matches. It looks better with the okay, that's okay, it looks like I'm not keeping the green. It looks better with the whole house. It looks more cohesive. There's nothing green in the house. So why on earth would I have green counters? It makes sense. But yeah, the Very Veggie Let's Play, I've been playing as them in between, and I'm probably going to bring them back as a current household. I wish I put a half wall behind the sink because that's just bare. Doesn't really make much sense. So will I do that in between episodes? We'll see. It depends. Not episodes, but like in between videos. We'll see. I mean, it's a quick one because it's the same. It's in the same save file as the Very Veggie Let's Play, so I can just quickly add. It's just a half wall. I need to stop being lazy. It's just a half wall. Yeah. But yeah, the Very Veggie Legacy is not over. It's not gone. It's just that I'm thinking of adding them as like current households. Welcome back to the Sprout family, and we can kind of play as them. I really have been. It makes it really interesting when you watch the way other people play it, because I think in my mind I really thought that people, I guess naively, I thought that people probably play the same, boot up the game and then they just play the game. But like other people really get lost in like the gameplay aspect of it and the storytelling aspect of it. That's definitely more Ocean Sims, where I feel like, I mean, there's no shade at all, but I feel like people like maybe Delagrissy or Little Sims, they're more like, again, I love them. I mean, this is no hate at all, but I feel like their stuff isn't really like in-depth storyline. They kind of like create Sims and then kind of play as them, if that makes sense. You have to go to work, get up, go to work, and then, you know, climb Mount Komaremi. I think that's what it's called. And it's, there's no shade to them at all. Like, I really do love their content. I'm quite inspired by their content. So different people play The Sims differently, and I really love. I don't mind both, but I think I want to say breaking point because that's quite dramatic. But my want to kind of add more in depth storyline type of stuff and create my own save file was based on me playing The Sims in my spare time. Sometimes I don't really play games in my spare time. I really will say that. I don't play games in my spare time at all. The only time I really play games really is when I'm filming. So, so I was playing on my own, and I was like, wow, all my Sims does is get up. It's a separate save file. All she does is get up, go to work, shower, eat, and then go to work. And then she comes back, talks to her boyfriend in the apartment next to her, and she does the same thing over and over again. I was like, wow, this is boring. And I really love this funky tile, and it's base game as well. It seems like I haven't added... I don't know how your Sims are going to get dressed, but it seems like I haven't added a... Sorry if you heard that. I might have knocked the mic. Apparently your Sims aren't going to get dressed because I haven't added a dresser. Oh my god. It wasn't even late at night when I filmed these sections. It was just, I didn't do it. But, yeah. So that was kind of my breaking point. I was like, wow, this is so boring. Like, so boring. But, oh wow, do you see how this is coming together? It's so pretty. And also I've been watching shows and a show recently, and in the show the family lives in like a mid-century house, and I was like, wow, this is perfect because they have wood paneling in their house. The entrance or the hall from the front door to the back door kind of reminds me of that because the wooden paneling. But look how nice this looks, and also the chairs do change color in a second. So I wanted to add a bit of color, a different color, because it's like a separate section from the living room. I thought, well, it doesn't have to be the same color everywhere, but it's a lot of fun. I really like, as you see, kind of you get a glimpse, the dining table is now blue. You can, I think because it's in a different section, you can just add a different color. It doesn't have to match the living room. And I think for me, adding mods has really helped with my interest. I've added some gameplay mods. I've added an alarm clock, as you just saw a few seconds ago. As you see, this is the final section where I do the exterior. Yeah, just very boring. Does anybody else feel that way? I feel like I'm very, I wouldn't say fickle, but like, hey guys, I'm gonna start this let's play, but 2 months later I'm bored, so I'm gonna do something else. Do you guys think I'm like that? Let me know. If you're like a long-term subscriber, please let me know if I'm like that, because if it's true, maybe I need to fix it, because I can't, it's not like I'm getting rid of it at all. I think it's just that I don't always need to announce that I'm getting bored. I don't think I do that either. But the thing is, I feel like when I did mention in the community post that you can tell I could, and when I was editing, you could tell I was bored. I was like trying to speak a different way. I was trying to, trying to make it interesting. And you can tell I'm just extremely bored. Um, so I need to kind of figure out a way to do that without like ditching a series. I could add one, but I did that and I was bored. Also, I've got one more Sims 2 video. I did say in the community post that I was going to post it that week, but I didn't. I've got one more to edit, but I want to get out of it before I post that. The last one that I pre-recorded when? It's March. Oh my god. I pre-recorded The Sims 2, started it. Well, I filmed back to back 6 episodes in December, January, around that time. And I filmed 6 episodes. So the 6th episode what was I gonna say? The 6th episode I filmed ages ago, but before I post that, I really want to finish Fahrenheit and just post it because I've only got 2 more parts left and I want to get it over with. So it's not another week where I'm like, okay, guys, I've finished Fahrenheit. I finished filming it last week, beginning of last week, and I still haven't posted it. So I'm going to get that out of the way and film it. I mean, edit it and post it. It's honestly my impression of Fahrenheit, if you're interested. It's not a bad game. It's by Quantic Dream. If you don't know what Quantic Dream is, they're the ones who made games like Heavy Rain, Detroit Become Human, Beyond Two Souls. I think I was honestly, out of all of them, I'll probably say Beyond Two Souls might be my favorite. Am I maybe actually, I did, but honestly I like all of them. But I think Beyond Two Souls, every time I see I'm like, oh my god, Beyond Two Souls. But I do like Detroit Become Human as well. I would say the quality of games has definitely improved because Fahrenheit sometimes it's just a pain. It's just a pain. But honestly, yeah, I really enjoyed the game. It's fun. It was a bit, I want to say it's a bit scary because I'm a grown woman. I don't think I should be scared of games. But I mean, some people are. But for me, I'm too grown to be scared of video games. But yeah, it's actually really a lot of fun. I would recommend. It's kind of annoying. Sometimes the character is like, okay, come on, please. Every single time, like these long sequences, I think they're called quick action events. I think so. I think it's called this when I literally just said the full thing. Acting clueless. But yeah, the quick action events weren't it. It was too much. I was like, okay, please pack it up. Let's just finish the game. But it is what it is. I think his quality in games has definitely improved. But yeah, we're on to the outside now. I have added laundry day to my game, and there's no laundry here. So apparently, I guess if you want this and you have laundry, you can just add it yourself. I didn't add laundry. I only added couch living. Oh, sorry, I didn't. Oh, I hate when people do that. Sorry about that. I might have to mute that. I hate when people do that too. And I also thought, well, this garden's really big. And I think it's way too big to just have the planters. So I added, a little pool, a little cheeky pool. A pool hasn't hurt anybody. So I added a little section for the garden. I really like what I did with the place. It feels very homey. I kind of, do you know when people have pools and sometimes the pool goes downwards? I kind of wish I did that where it was a platform. But I don't know if my back door is high enough for it to be a platform, if that makes sense. But I don't really play platforms in The Sims, at all. So I thought, maybe I could do that, but I don't think I'm comfortable doing that, especially because it's a video I wanted to get out today. I had planned to get this out on a Monday, alongside Fahrenheit. So I was like, you know what? Let me not mess with things and just annoy myself. Because I film my videos in a specific time, and each section in a specific time. And if it runs over time, it kind of gets annoying a little bit. I'm like, okay, I said I was going to do this in 25 minutes, and now it's 40 minutes. I'm like, damn, it's taking a long time. I'm just like that. I think I prefer to just build like that, where I have a specific amount of time to do something. If I don't get it done, then it's going to have to happen in the next section. As you see here, it was very dark, so I had to add a few lights. And I was going to actually add, when you grow plants in The Sims, when you grow plants and they've grown, like you have like a daisy bush and and like maybe tomatoes. Maybe I was gonna add that, but I completely forgot. So if you've, I think it's debug where you can have like the plants and stuff. So I didn't add that, which is unfortunate. I just see here I'm trying to match up the umbrella. I didn't like it because the table was dark when the wood on the sofas, or I guess the outdoor sofas, I guess, or couches, wherever you're from, were light. So I just decided to go with the light blue. I was like, you know what? It's not the end of the world to keep it that way. And as you see, I'm adding lights. I really like these lights. Again, they're very modern. I really like, actually, I think the Sims 4 is starting to grow on me just a little bit. And also, cool trick, you can actually lift up with Control 9, make sure Move Objects is on. Make sure you place the object down first. Place the object down first, and then you can move stuff up and down. Up with Control 9, hold Control, press 9, down, Control, hold Control, press 0 multiple times to move it back down. And you see, this is what I'm talking about. It's so funky. Like, even the green pool trim, maybe I'm like exaggerating a little bit. Maybe I could have kept it base game, because it is a base game house, but I didn't really think that through. I just wanted to make sure I at least wanted to make sure I didn't have any CC, because I do have CC in my game and mods, so I really wanted to make sure I didn't have any of that. But honestly, I think if you just have, because this is a very limited pack build, I think I just add really city living, and city living with the painting, and also seasons. So even if you don't have all the packs, I think this is not going to really break your game. It's going to be a substitute. The substitutes won't be too bad. But we've got 30 seconds left. I'm just adding a roof trim. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really, really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun filming it. But also, I really love this really warm tone. I think it's very mid-century. And I think, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like it as much as I do? I think it's really cool to have this warm wooden tone. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll see you guys next time for more content for me. Goodbye.